Guys, I come bearing very exciting news for so many migrants today. I mean, for some time now, it's been from one immigration policy change and addition to the other, which has been strict on migrants. But today's update is one that is going to bring joy to the hearts of so many migrants, smiles on the faces of so many migrants that have been stranded in the UK. And even those that are not affected directly will be very glad for beneficiaries of this update. What am I talking about? The UK government have brought out a support offer for international workers whose employers' licenses have been revoked. Oh, clap hands for the UK government. This is very, very good, and this is how a healthy relationship should look like, right? Between the government and the migrants, you see? Yeah, so quite recently, on the 12th of March, the UK government brought up the statement of changes in immigration rules. And one of the statements that was linked to skilled workers was that an employer seeking to employ an overseas worker should look within UK to employ from those workers that do not have work to do or that are stranded in the UK. And this was going to take effect from April. Now we are in April and they've brought out the plan on how they are going to accomplish this. Yes, we will be going into it shortly, but before we do that, my name is Philomena. You are very welcome to the channel. Like this video as you are watching so YouTube can recommend it to as many as possible. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, kindly do so. Thank you. Support offer to international ASC workers. ASC is adult social care. Yes, workers whose employer sponsor license has been revoked. We've heard stories of how so many care homes have had their licenses revoked. Over 400 and something care homes have had their licenses revoked for so many reasons, some for non-compliance, some for fraud, and so many. And then when an employer's license is revoked, then it affects the international worker that was employed. Automatically, your COS gets cancelled. And we read that so many, about 39,000 people were sent emails to leave the UK within 60 days if they haven't been able to regularize their stay in the UK. That is, if they haven't been able to get another employer that is willing to sponsor them to stay in the UK. And so many people were now living on pins and needles if they have just 60 days to get another employment and to be sponsored to stay in the UK. Some just had to leave because they didn't have any hope at all. But now there is hope for those here in the UK that are being stranded or that have had that email to leave the UK. This is lights at the end of the tunnel for you. Let's go through the document and see what it says. This document outlines the purpose and scope of the regional support offer to adult social care workers who are working in England on the health and care worker visa and have been affected by their employer sponsor licenses being revoked. It also provides contact details for each regional mailbox and signpost ASC providers towards support with recruiting from this pool of workers. So effectively, these are for health and care workers that are stranded in England. So Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland are not part of this pool of workers. And so it's saying that now this is the outline that they are bringing for the employers to look within this pool of workers, employ from them first before you can think of employing from outside the UK. For 2024 to 2025, the International Recruitment Regional Fund has made £16 million. £16 million available to regional partnerships to set up and run support offers for international recruits to understand their rights and switch employers more easily when they have been impacted by a license revocation. Guys, so the government is setting aside this money to assist all the workers that have been stranded or that have their employers' licenses revoked and now they are being asked to leave the UK. They are putting aside this money to help them stand on their feet again. Let me tell you about Temu. Temu is an online shop where you literally get any and everything that you want at a very affordable price. You won't believe the items that you are getting and the price at which you are paying for. It's one of the online shops that is very user friendly and the prices are unbeatable. I got this lovely wig from Temu. It's so easy to wear, it's beautiful too, and I got this for less than £10. You should check it out for yourself. I'll leave the link in the description below. Go get your affordable items at Temu. Anything you are looking for at all, beauty products, wigs, hair products, everything you will get on Temu. And if you would also like to start earning from Temu, I have the link in the description for you. Go click on it and let's earn together. Again, across every region, there is a pool of international workers already in the country who have been affected by these revocations and continue to have the right to work in the UK until their visa is officially curtailed. We encourage all international ASC workers who have been affected by a revocation to contact their regional partnership using the details below. Providers looking to recruit should also consider this pool of workers before looking to recruit from overseas. Yes, so if you are affected, or if you're a care worker, you've been affected, you should know that you should get hold of this document. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Read it thoroughly and follow every instruction to the letter. If you are an international care worker affected by a sponsor license revocation, so the regional support available for you is that if your sponsor has had their license revoked, support is available in your local region to help you find new employment in the care sector. This support can include advice and guidance, help with understanding your visa status and employment rights. Employment support in finding a new employer who can sponsor your visa. I know a lot of people will find this very encouraging, because if you get an employer who can sponsor your visa, then you do not have to worry about leaving the UK or being in the UK illegally any longer, right? So this is a very good initiative on the part of the government, and help with accessing financial support if you are struggling due to job loss or unpaid wages. So you also get financial support if you are really struggling and you have not really been paid, you didn't get hours to work, you have not been paid. There is support for you. Then mental health and well-being support, such as buddying schemes and help to access counseling. This has affected so many people in several ways you cannot even begin to imagine. Maybe if you were back in your home country, you would have people around that can support you, and then you wouldn't feel the impact. But if you're in a totally different country and you have to go through this experience of being scammed, you got your COS, you came just to find out that you have been scammed, there is no work for you. How do you feed if you're not being paid? How do you pay your bills? Where do you stay? Do you become homeless? So all this has affected so many people's mental health and stability. And so providing mental health is one very good initiative that the government has also come out. So who can access support? Support is available to international care workers or senior care workers in England on the health and care worker visa whose employers have had their sponsor licenses revoked. Other care workers or senior care workers in England on health and care worker visa who want to find alternative employment in care can access support, but those impacted by sponsor license revocation are currently being prioritized by regional partnership. If you're on the health and care worker visa and maybe you're not happy with your employer, or your employer is being mean, overbearing, everything, you want to switch, you can also go through this route to do the switching. However, since your sponsor licenses have not been revoked, they are going to prioritize those whose sponsor licenses have been revoked, because they are really being impacted by this crisis, right? Some of them have just a few days to go and everything, so they are going to be prioritized over those whose sponsors licenses have not been revoked. Note, this applies to England only, as adult social care is a devolved matter. If you live in Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland, you should refer to information from relevant devolved administration. So as I said earlier, this is for only health and care workers in England. So how do you access this support? You must email the regional partnership in the area where you live. Contact details can be found in the table below. Your email should include your name, the address you are currently living at, your contact details, the name of the provider sponsoring your visa. It is important that your original contact has the correct information about you so that they can provide the best possible support without delay. So how do you contact your regional partnership? If you are unsure who to contact, use the table below to identify your region based on your country or area. The table has been broken into regional partnership, country or area that falls under that regional partnership, and then the contact, how you contact them. So if you see they have Shisha and Merseyside, they have Shisha East, Shisha West, Halton, Knowsley, you contact this email. They have East Midlands, Derby City, Derbyshire, their contact is here. So many. You have to go through the table and see which region you fall under, which partnership you fall under, so that you send it to the correct email. And they have reporting an employer for unethical practices. If you need to report an employer for unethical or illegal business practices, you can do that through the following organizations: the Home Office, then you can do it through the Care Quality Commission. Then you can also contact the Gang Masters and Labor Abuse Authority. Then if you're a provider looking to hire international care workers affected by revocations, if you have vacancies in England and you are looking to recruit international workers, please contact your relevant regional partnerships from the list below. These are for employers, those seeking to employ from this pool of people. But now employers are mandated to employ from this pool of people before they can decide to employ if they don't find any suitable person employed from overseas. So guys, this is very good news for so many health and care workers that have been stranded in England. Thank God that the UK government has been considerate and have not just decided to send all these people away. Some of them is through no fault of theirs that they have their sponsors licenses revoked, yes, and then now they have to face the consequences of that. Now this will bring so much joy and happiness to the hearts of so many people. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this development. Are you happy for all those who are going to be affected positively by this news? Yes, because I am so happy for them. And share to everyone living in the UK or people that you know that are being affected that need this news, or those who have had that dreaded 60 days email to leave the UK. At least there is light at the end of the tunnel, and this is the light that has come for them. Rush quickly and start applying now so that you can get your spot very quickly before your time is up. We've come to the end of today's video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please, what are you waiting for? Kindly hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.